Good morning, guys. So today we're going to be talking about two people who were part of the American Revolution. So during the American Revolution, there were two groups of people. They were called the Patriots and the Loyalists. So we're going to look at both groups of people today, and I want you to think about them, all right? So let's get started. Before we get started, today for your response question, what I want you to do, instead of doing a Google form or anything like that, I want you to just start writing your daily response questions in your notebook. Because a lot of you are really confused about what the Google forms are for and where the questions came from, and you don't understand how to turn them in. So just write them in your notebook, take a picture of them, send it to me. Don't send me a picture of all of your notes, just your response questions. And you need to make sure that it is a good, clear picture of things that are written in English, okay? All right, so now that we've got that out of the way, let's get started. So the first group of people we're gonna talk about are the Patriots. The Patriots are people who did not want to be ruled by British any longer. So they wanted to become their own country. They wanted the American colonies to become the United States of America and not just be colonies anymore. So those are Patriots. Loyalists are people who want to remain part of Great Britain. They're called loyalists because they are loyal to Great Britain. So they say that all of the things that the Patriots are mad about aren't really things they should be mad about, and that they want to stay being British. So both groups have 6 different reasons for why they want to either be their own country or stay part of Great Britain. So we're going to look at both of their sides, and I want you, while we go through this, to think about who you agree with. Who do you think is right? There's not really a right or a wrong answer. I just want to know what you think. So the first group are the Patriots. Now the Patriots, like I told you earlier, are the ones who want to become their own country. So the Patriots say these 6 things. Number 1, we shouldn't be taxed without our representation. So they say they should have someone in Great Britain that is representing what the colonies want. Number 2, we have the right to make our own laws, so our own rules, and the right to protest. So the right to protest against things they think are unfair. Number 3, the British government does not speak for us. So they don't want the government to say what they do and do not want, because they say the government isn't listening to them. Number 4, Great Britain don't tell us what rules and laws to follow. So they don't want to be told what to do. Number 4, Britain should not get the money from our hard work and resources. So remember, we talked about how colonies, one of the points of having a colony was because you got money and you got resources from that colony. And the Patriots are mad because they don't get to use the resources that they work hard to get. And the 6th one is we have the right to be free. So this picture here of the three guys, it's 2 adults and a little boy. This is a cartoon of what Patriots might have looked like. So they're usually farmers or people who own businesses, that kind of stuff. So the next group of people are the Loyalists. So these are the 6 things that Loyalists say. Number 1, we want to stay loyal to Britain. Number 2, Britain will keep us safe, so safe from other countries. Just like in the French and Indian War, they say that if they hadn't been a British colony, they would have lost that war because nobody would have helped them. So they want to be kept safe from other countries and from the Native Americans who already live in the United States. Number 3, we think the British government has a right to tax us. So they say, of course they're going to tax us. They fought a war for us. Why would they not? So they think that the taxes are justified and they think that they're good. Number 4, trading with them is good for us. So they think that if they stop being a British colony, Britain isn't going to trade with them anymore. So they've been doing things like producing cotton and growing corn, making fabric. They grow tobacco and they sell these things to Great Britain, and Great Britain gives them either things that they can't get in America or they give them money. So the loyalists say that if they stop being British, the British will be mad at them and will stop trading with them. So they're worried about that. Number 5, staying British will help keep peace with other countries. So what this means is that they're worried that other countries that are friends with Great Britain will see that the colonies went against Britain, said they didn't like Britain, and so those countries won't want to help them anymore and might want to attack them because they're smaller and weaker. And number 6, they help protect our profit, so the money that they make, and our trade. So as long as they are British, they say, other countries will trade with them and they'll make money and they'll get all of the things that they need. So those are the reasons that you might be a loyalist. So this picture here of the guy with the funny hat is a guy who's a loyalist. This is an actual picture of, I believe it came from a book where they had drawn what they looked like. So these two people live in the same country. A lot of times, some of them are in the same families, they're friends, but they have two very different ideas. And this is normal, right? A lot of times we have different ideas from our friends or from our families. And that's okay. We all have different ideas. God made us all differently. So I want you to think about for today, think about which of these two groups of people you agree with and think about why. Now you're gonna need to really think about this because tomorrow I'm gonna make you tell me, who do you agree with? Do you think you would have been a patriot or do you think you would have been a loyalist? And why? Why do you agree with them? What do they say that you like? What do they say that you don't like? I want you to tell me why you would have been that kind of person. Okay? So think about that tonight, and then tomorrow we'll do an assignment where we talk about it together. Okay? All right. Thank you guys. I'll talk to you all tomorrow.